Who wants to ride a sled with stock graphics? Not us. Use SledSend 4 for 20% off a discount on Arctic FX graphics. They'll bring your vision to life with hundreds of designs and endless customization options. Your sled will stand out whether you're on the trail or in the backcountry. So hit the link in the description and customize your wrap and use SledSend 4 for 20% off at checkout.
So SledSend listeners, welcome back to the next episode of the SledSend podcast. We are still here for the Backwoods giveaway ride. As always, check out some of the links in the description. Ton of discount codes in there for you guys. And yeah, I mean, we've already kind of kicked this off, but this episode we've got Kobe, one of our athletes, and we've got Justin, and we've got Beau. Boys, welcome on to the show. That rhymed.
Howdy, fellers.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
absolutely. So, Beau, let's start with you because you haven't been on before. So give us a little bit of a rundown introduction to who you are and where you're from, what you do.
How do you spell Beau?
Beau.
Copy
Beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got two bows, so I was just curious. One's B-O, one's B-E-A-U. So I'd say B-E-A-U's on top, 2-1.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Dude.
The bows are up.
Yeah, so my name's Beau Richan. I'm out of Idaho Falls. Been riding backcountry since about 17 pretty religiously. Raced Rimshaw. Started 19. Took this year off. Just trying to focus on backcountry riding. Just getting out to events like this and seeing where it takes me with the content side of things. So,
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Chet called me. He was like, hey, I know that you've got this event going and you've got a bunch of people lined up, but can we bring one other person? I was like, hell yeah, dude, let's do it. And he's like, all right, I want to bring on Beau. He's been one of our longest supporters of the Backwoods stuff. And it's like, absolutely, let's do it. Added you to the chat, and here you are. So I appreciate you, making the trek. I know you jumped in with Ponsor. And
yeah, I was like, heck yeah, he's not too far from me, so now I got somebody to ride with. And
well, and you guys ride together once in a while too, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are friends outside of obviously this event too, so
Sure.
that's cool. And so Justin, I don't think we need an introduction for you. You've been on the podcast before, but I do want to give you a big shout out for your involvement in helping put together this Backwoods giveaway ride. We brought you as a special guest last year, and then a lot of conversations through the summer and this fall with the concept for the Backwoods giveaway ride presented by you and me and Jaden with Crew Freshies, and then Luke Youngberg as well. So, and you are the one, we were just talking about this with Chet, you're the one that teed up the Brutzman Lodge here in Donnelly. So I appreciate the tee up for that.
Yeah.
It's pretty epic spot.
Legit.
Well, thanks
pretty
for
legit.
including me.
Yeah, dude.
Keeping me
course.
included. Last trip was so much fun, and just keep the ball rolling. And
We're missing one thing.
a CV axle drink holder. Or
I was thinking more along the lines of an Indian drum, but
Indian
that too.
drum, ping pong table.
We're missing a few things.
We got to
for
pack
sure.
more stuff next
But-
time.
Yeah, next year we will be prepared.
Yeah.
Hoffbauer's bringing the Indian drum from Idaho. You got ping pong table.
Yep.
You got ping pong table.
But as a side note, I don't want to fanboy too much, but I will say, Ponsor, you have a very special place in my heart as far as like a friendship within the sledding industry. I've told all the SledSend boys and other people that I run into, I've got like 3 of my top favorite people for the characteristics that they have as people, but also as to how they feel about SledSend and us and what we're doing. And you've got that number 1 spot, man.
Thanks, dude. Same to you. That means a lot.
I appreciate
You've
that.
been really helpful.
And something that I say to a lot of people too, and this got kind of brought up lately on the previous episode, but within this industry of snowmobiling, I guess with any industry, there's a handful of people out there that can get a lot of followers on Instagram and have success and stuff, and that stuff goes to their head. and there's some ego involved. And if you're not as good on a sled as them, they won't give you the time of day. And you are hands down one of the most humble people that I consider a friend within the sledding industry. You've got a pretty large following, and if somebody didn't know that about you, like, you don't put that in people's face, and you'd never know that, you've accomplished what you've accomplished within the industry.
Jeez,
so
thanks.
not to go too deep there, but I just and I know I've told you that, one-on-one on phone conversations, but I'm really glad that you're a part of this, and I hope that we can continue to do this type of backwoods event.
Same to you, dude. Yeah,
every year. So
every event that we've done together has been super fun, and I only see it getting bigger and more fun.
Yeah,
more fun.
Absolutely.
Not to make your head any bigger or anything, but I agree with him 100%. You're humbled. It's pretty damn cool to see in the industry.
You're signing autographs and taking pictures of kids in the parking lot and everything.
Just trying to load a broken sled, and everyone's coming up for an autograph.
Yeah. I remember being a kid. I went up and tried to talk to a rider one time, not excluding any names or anything, but I tried to talk to him, and he was not nice at all, like very rude. And just wouldn't even give me the time of day. I was trying to ask him about him, his sled, and just basically blew me off. These kids run right up to Justin, and they're just like, God, can we get a picture? Like, can we get the sled in it? And all this. And Justin's like, we just barely got there and got our helmets off. He's still hooked to the links, like it's the toe straps hooked
Make
up.
Make sure we get that in there,
and I'm like, do you want that in there or not? And the kids are like, they don't even care. They were just happy as can be. So you're a chill dude. Super nice.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Same deal.
You get it from your dad.
Yeah.
Bryce.
Dude, everybody loves Bryce. That's everybody's favorite part about heydays, it seems like.
Well, you come from good people, so it shows. It shows.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that was an interesting topic, but I appreciate you, dude, for being here.
I didn't mean to get respond to
deep
that,
in the
but
weeds
thank
there,
you guys
but
so much. Gosh.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So
Enough about him. I want to hear more about Beau.
yeah,
This is the first time I've met you, so I need to know more about you.
What you want to know?
I don't know. I know you ripped the hell out of a sled, but
dude.
what about give us some personal life? So you're from Idaho. What are you doing there?
I'm born and raised in Idaho. Big into motorsports. Raced motocross for 15 years prior to snow. Now,
Yeah, 15 years of motocross.
I did. Yeah, from youth
Brutal on the body.
Yeah, that's honestly why we stepped away from it. And
Yeah.
not to say sleds are much better, but
Snow's a little softer than the dirt. Yeah, 100%. I gave up. I almost killed myself on a dirt bike. I was like, nope, snowmobiling is more important to me, more fun. I've never almost killed myself hitting the snow. So
you just be more passionate about it and just have fun. And honestly, that's one thing I can say about motocross to the snowmobile industry is this right here is something that never happened in my 15 years of motocross.
Sure.
It was competition. You guys didn't talk to each other. You had a few buddies or whatever that you'd practice with, but it was you're there to work, right? And so coming to do something like this where everyone's hanging out, getting to meet you guys, getting to meet a ton of people this weekend and stuff. And like we talked last night at the dinner, it's the people that the snowmobile industry brings together is it's unreal. Mm-hmm. And it's I never would have met any of you guys, and he's becoming a good friend, and these guys, the backwoods guys, it's just some of my best friends right now, and guys that I hang out with daily and talk to daily are just from snowmobiles.
Yeah.
And everybody's pushing each other to get how can I help you grow your platform, and how can you help him grow his, and how can we all help backwoods grow theirs? So it's like you're saying, the dirt bike, and it's these are my sponsors. Go get on your gate, and it's everybody's hey, let's line up and work at it all day long together.
Yep. And that's even in the backcountry, just riding today, we went into a zone and, you huck something upside down.
One after another, man.
Then, in 20 minutes, it's carnage, but it's it's fun. It's competitive, but it's fun. Everyone's cheering each other on, and it's that's what I thrive for.
Yeah, I totally agree. I literally, we were talking a little bit about it with Chet and those guys, and it is incredible how you can take a big group of a certain group of people, big people, or a big group of people, and it's not fun to ride with, right? Hard tongue twister there. But it's usually not fun with a big group of people. But today was so fun. It was just legit when everybody was up in that bull, and we were just all just doing crazy stuff, you know what I mean? And I think that we could have got homeboy the 18-year-olds in there 100%. So tomorrow, I know wherever we're going, we're going to get everybody up in there. But it was just I had my buddy tell me, he's like, dude, I've never rode with a group of guys that were so willing to just go get completely messed up and stuckered and shit, and then 3 guys are like coming to you for a ski pull. It's like, hey, let's get him out. So, and mainly I kind of told them, I'm like, well, one, they are being like nice to get you unstuck, but mainly they want you out of their way. Like
so
you're on their next line, like low key, you know what I mean? Like they're trying to get to their next line, but they're not afraid to go give anybody a ski pull. I'm up there under that rock. Jaden brings me a toolkit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Today was legit, and riding with people like that, I love it.
That's exactly.
I love it.
That's what it's all about right there. Just
Facts. Yep.
So Idaho, though, what are you doing besides motocross snowmobiling? Do you got a job, or are you just professional?
Unfortunately, it doesn't pay the bills.
I was hoping you were gonna give me an in, because I'm like, I haven't found that board out yet.
Well, if you find it, you let me know.
10-4.
Yeah, I work at a place outside Idaho Falls called the Idaho National Lab. Just work at a manufacturing facility there.
What are you guys manufacturing there? That sounds kind of interesting.
If I tell you, I'll have to kill you.
Bring it here, bud.
So we're just part with, like Army, and we do
nice.
armor. So
Hell yeah.
it's a nuclear facility out there on the lab on the desert.
That's cool.
But that's what pays the bills.
You like that?
This.
Continue doing that, or you got anything in the foresights?
Man, I just hit my 10 years out there, and I don't like it. I don't want to do it, but
Sure.
the benefits, the money, like I said, being able to do this.
Can't beat it.
So I'm married, got 2 little ones at home, provides
age?
everything. My little boy just turned 2 in November, and my little girl will be 5 in March.
Nice.
So they're a handful.
Oh yeah, dude.
You're at the good stages.
Oh yeah, it's so fun right now.
They riding?
My little girl's got a little Pee Wee 50.
Nice.
She rips around at the track and stuff while we're there down in Mesquite.
Homeboy ride with you? Can he hold on yet?
Yeah.
Or
Oh yeah, we got like
Nice.
110s and like every day. It's like our daily routine in the summer. Rip
Perfect.
around the subdivision.
Perfect.
So
That's cool.
yeah, it's been fun.
what age? How long have you been sledding? Did you say that?
I started I kind of was always around it, not a ton, just because I was focused on motocross, but started pretty heavy in it, like 17, 18. So
Who got you into it?
honestly, just like a couple of my buddies. Like I said, my dad had been around it a lot and stuff too, but my dad actually used to work at Starting Line Products.
Oh,
So he was there for don't quote me, but it was like 27 years.
holy
Dang.
He was there for a minute, and he was like one of
Loyal.
the original with all of them. And then he went off to do something else, and did the motocross thing. And then, a couple of buddies were like, dude, you should try riding snowmobiles. Like, if you race dirt bikes, you'd love snowmobiles, just the free riding aspect and getting to do what you want. And so I did, and then, I don't know how it led me to racing snowmobiles. And, I did the Rimshaw thing and fell in love with that. Like, that was everything. But I don't know if you guys know much about the Rimshaw, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
It took a lot of my time.
Mm-hmm.
It's expensive. Yeah,
It's expensive.
yeah, it doesn't pay to be a 6th place guy for sure. So
I remember me and you touched on that a little bit last night, but what was like one of your favorite parts about the Rimshaw?
Hey, what's up guys? We're here at Heydays and I'm standing here with Dayton from Albany Lodge and he's gonna tell you a little bit about what they have to offer.
Hey guys, so we're a certified Polaris Adventures outfitter located in Albany, Wyoming. We have 13 cabins and 9 hotel rooms. We offer a fleet of sleds in the winter for rent as well as in the summer of side-by-sides. If you guys are looking to do something a little bit different, we offer guiding, fishing guides, all of the above. At the end of the day, get dirty, get tired, stop in the bar and grab a drink, get bites to eat, have a good time.
Heck yeah, and be sure to use SledSend 4 for 15% off the lodging and their entire rental fleet, whether you're here for the winter to ride sleds or in the summer for side-by-side.
Other than, I guess it's tough, whatever, being the 6th place and the money sucks and all that, but what kept you doing it?
I think it was just the ultimate goal of I'm not a team sports player. It's just you and a machine against the clock, and you pick your lines, within reason of the flags and everything, and it's you against you, really, and it's just what you can do. It's super mental, right? Jackson's, honestly, my personal opinion, I feel like Jackson's more mental than anything. Right? That hill, you look at that hill and you're just like, ain't no damn way I'm going up that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you do it, and I was fortunate enough to make it up it, and scared the shit out of me. But
What's the butterflies like for you with Rimshaw? With all your experience of 14, 15 years of racing motocross, do you still get butterflies with the rimshaw stuff?
Yeah, it's still there for sure. I mean, nothing really compares to line up to 40 guys on a gate for motocross.
I was going to say, how's it comparable? Is that a little bit more thrilling?
Yeah, motocross is way more intense.
Because you got 44 strokes just
right there waiting for one gate drop. But, man, when you even sitting on the line, just rimshot, you got the camera in your face. You do have people watching, people helping you, and you're just waiting for that green light. And
everybody leading up the side of the hill.
And at the same time, too, I mean, it's kind of, you got 40 guys on a line going into one corner versus you got you in the camera. So, like, rimshot, you're going at it by yourself.
You got, like, the nerves are really...
It's like if you mess up, all eyes are on you.
Yeah,
Not 39 other guys.
Yeah, you're like, you can get kind of buried in the crowd in a dirt bike race, but this one, it's like... all eyes on me.
Even just being there watching it, I imagine like myself as the guy that's about to go up, and I'm like, my heart would be pounding out of my chest. I wouldn't even be able to ride.
Do you ever get like, I've never been to one in person, but do you ever like, how is it watching these guys do their lines? Are you like,
it's
like how did they, how are they pulling that off, or how could they ever?
It's really cool, like being on the hill at Jackson, and you can barely like stand up straight.
You think you can make it up it?
No, probably not.
No. You'd surprise yourself.
It's steep.
I don't know. I always like thought I'd like to do like a locals class or something sometime just to try it. But I don't know. My sled's so flippy and likes to wheelie and stuff. I'd probably have to have a different setup.
Yeah, that's definitely it. After that little hill climb we did today, I got to the top. I looked at Loop guy. I said, Youngberg, you can have that rimshot shit. I said, that's for you. I need to stick down low in the trees, man. I don't know what the hell you told me to come up here for. That was so rough. And I'm like, I can't imagine the abuse you guys are taking. Just
you like even just standing up there, there's people slipping and sliding and falling down, and you can barely just stand there, as your person. But then there's a sled coming flying up like, that high or that steep, and it's cool to watch.
Have you guys never been to Jackson then?
Nope.
So we've been invited the last 2 years, and then unfortunately our schedule this year, we're supposed to host a SledSend event down in Tahoe that same weekend as Jackson. If for whatever reason that event doesn't come together, then we're going to go to Jackson. But I feel it's something that we need to do just to experience selfishly for ourselves. But then also it's on the business side, it's a good opportunity to shake hands and all that kind of stuff. And we would do it where like go ride over there in Wyoming Friday, watch you guys Saturday, and then ride Sunday and then come home type thing, make a full 3 days out.
Get some use out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a whole week ordeal. I mean, anybody in the racing industry, all OEMs and everything, they're there for like a whole week. Mm-hmm. So it is cool because then you get, all your aftermarket companies and stuff, these guys, backwoods stuff that came in. So yeah, just
they set up like tents and stuff. They're like a little booth vending
like
area or whatever.
Vendor, like road and stuff. That's why Jackson's like so big, is it's really spectator oriented.
Sure.
Like the fact you can get up on the hill and get right in the racer's face.
That's gnarly. That'd be so awesome.
You can put a vest on, sign a waiver, and go stand out there and try to catch one. Yeah. And them boys that catch those sleds, dude, hats off to them.
Yeah.
Like I owe a few
they
of them.
take some beatings.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. They'll hop right on it and just go down with you. So it's.
What are they saying? Have you ever been like, going down in some Billy Bob Thornton, hold on, son,
dude, I mean, you've seen Brett Turcotte's videos. I mean, those boys just grab a hold, and they're so.
The one where he gave him a cheeseburger at the end, dude, that one was awesome.
What?
The Hill Help guy had an Insta360 helmet cam on, and Brett flipped over or something, and they all went after his sled, and he's got it all on, like right in his face of hanging onto the sled, and it's going down the hill, and they saved his sled, and then at the end of it, Brett's like, hey, wait, I got something for you. He opens up his side panel, and he's got a cheeseburger in his muff pot or something, and gives it to the Hill Help guy.
Have you not seen that?
Is that shit you guys do just in case?
A cheeseburger?
Yeah, like was that planned, or did he like think, hey, I'm gonna make a run and then eat the fucking cheeseburger?
I think I mean my guess is he was probably planning on eating it at the top, but homie saved that sled, so I think he
deserved it way more.
For sure. But I mean, I have never thought of that, but that's a damn good idea.
He's like, dang, I might start.
Yes,
might start.
I usually walk the hill prior to my run and tell a few of them, hey, catch my sled.
You walk it up or down?
Yours. Down. Well, Jackson, you actually can't. You have to ride the lift or the gondola or whatever up and back down. Most of our courses, though, you can go, usually get a ride up, either ride the lift at a ski hill or have someone two up you on a sled and then walk down it just to kind of get a feel for the line and watch other guys go. But yeah, that's another aspect of Jackson is you don't actually get to walk it. The night before they lay the course, and if you want to walk it, you have to hike it. And that puts it a whole new perspective too. Yeah.
You get up to about turn 3. Yep, fuck that. I'll be good to there.
Get your binos, get your
After turn 3, it's going to be shit loose there, boys.
It's crazy to see
Full
like
throttle.
the rocks and stuff that are up there too on some of the hills.
Oh yeah.
Like just how gnarly it is, you know? Like all the snow's washed out and you're just riding on dirt and gravel and rocks and
Yeah, the screw tracks come.
Because some years it's not always like super deep, right?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on your snowpack.
Do they make any snow for it or no?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jackson, that ski hill does make snow, actually. I don't know how much they push it and where they're making it and stuff. I'd assume more so to the bottom half.
Yeah, just for the ramps and all that stuff.
Yeah. But man-made snow's not ideal for
Not the same.
snowmobiles.
Yeah.
Kind of disintegrates pretty fast. But, yeah, we definitely need to get you guys out there. I mean, that would be
It would be fun.
yeah.
So with not doing so much rimshaw this year, like what's your schedule looking like? Are you going to travel around to a lot of places to ride for fun, or?
Yeah, that's my goal. So I've, we're in McCall this weekend. I've already came out to McCall with a handful of friends. Went up and rode Cowspell. Still want to go over to Revy. Out West Sled Fest is next weekend with Boondock Nation.
You're going to that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll be in Island Park, and then I just mainly I want to get seat time. I want to try to stack up my content. I'm really green to the editing side of things, so that's probably where I need to try my hand at the best. But
make a phone call to that guy over there in the corner.
I've been chatting it up with Chase and anyone else that's willing to give me some tips. But yeah, right now I'm just shooting with the camera and just trying to get my feel for it. The industry's, it's stacked with some amazing riders. So it's like, how am I going to set myself apart? And I'm here to say I'm not going to ever be the best rider, but I just want to have fun. I want to have fun with everyone. I want to be able to push everyone, have people push me, just basically just grow with the industry.
Be a part of it.
Yeah. Just where I'm at right now, honestly, I'm super happy. Like the people that are helping me, the people I'm riding with, getting to meet you guys and continue, friendship and everything.
Have you ever ridden in Oregon?
I haven't.
That's on my bucket list too.
That's what we need to do, is bring the two of them over, because we've talked to Justin about it, to your honey hole.
Mm-hmm.
We need to
Yeah,
get
it'd be
the two
good
of
shit.
you
Tell me
over
when.
to Eastern Oregon.
Yeah, when it's good, it's basically
That's like
Revy.
the Portland area, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The honey
Just
hole?
by it.
Yep. Right next to Portland.
That's what I tell people.
City
Wait,
center.
what?
Yeah.
That's what we got to disclose on the podcast. That's where it's at.
Understand.
But
That's where it's at.
that is something that we could do for 2-3 days and have it obviously have fun and ride, but obviously very heavy content focused.
Oh, yeah.
For all of us. That would be really sick.
Yeah, that place is unreal.
So,
I love it.
Ponsor, what's your calendar looking like?
I was just
this
gonna
year?
ask, like, could we pull that off this season, maybe?
Yeah. What's early February for you guys?
Early February, I have a trip in Preston, Idaho, and then a couple, like a 2-day thing in Togety, but I'm not sure the dates yet. They keep kind of fluctuating, but it's like
so
the 4th through the call it the 10th or something, somewhere in there.
So we've got you have, where are you going? Are you coming to McCall over Valentine's, Kobe? We're saying the name now.
Jeff, beep that fucker out.
That's the name of the honey hole.
I'm like, what?
You're beeping it out.
So I mean that might work. I mean I know you're gonna have your crew and stuff, but
I don't think they'd want that. I mean, they could have. We could still go have fun, and we can always split off from that big group too. That's what me and Tate end up doing.
Like 1st of February until
That would be the best fun party for them, but we just take a large fucking group.
the 1st to like the 22nd of February is pretty open for us.
Yeah, when we go up to this place, we take like 40 fucking people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there's going to be that many just because it's like, you know how people come in and dwindle out and come in and dwindle out. It's a lot of like just go and sit at the prairie and drink. People, it's not like there's 40 riders. There's more like 7 to 8
Wives
riders,
and kids, and
40 people that sit down in the meadow or go down up and down the trail or whatever. So if you guys came, it would be no problem then. But yeah, no, it's awesome. I love how I don't really like to talk about it too much because it's pretty hidden. Nobody knows about it. So Oregon's kind of like, undiscovered. Yeah, well, I think it's discovered. Thunderstruck used to film there.
Okay.
Back in the day.
it's
some wicked
arguably the number one place in the state of Oregon to ride.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What part of Oregon in general?
Northeast.
stuff. Eastern.
Right.
Yep.
Never ridden Washington either. That's on my bucket list.
It's literally right over there.
Oh,
On
yeah.
the,
That place
what is
that
that?
he's
Longitude,
talking about.
latitude, longitude.
Yeah, the place I'm
It's
talking about is
almost
not
like on
very
the
far from these mountains. You
it's
can
like-
you can see McCall Mountains. You can see these. They're not
Well,
too far away.
When you're up there, you're on Idaho cell towers,
Pretty close.
but it's on the same. It's pretty much like on the same longitude, right? Longitude is like east to west. Yeah, whatever.
I agree
We
with-
can edit it out.
I
sorry,
agree with him.
but anyways,
We'll chunk
but
some of that
that'd
out.
be really cool too. We'll just have to stay in touch.
Yeah.
See what we can put together there. But get you boys in Oregon,
Yeah.
sick. So, but anyways, after that, what do you have for the rest of the season?
After the stuff in early February, we were talking about doing a big like Sled USA hosted ride in March in Utah possibly, but still kind of getting that put together. So I don't know if that's going to happen. But other than that, my March is still pretty open.
Yeah.
Probably make it to Jackson and all that stuff. But yeah, just going with the flow, man.
Yeah.
Waiting for a phone call.
I feel you. Well, there's definitely some weekends in March that are open for us too. The first weekend we're in Albany Lodge helping out with the ladies clinic.
They're all
And,
starting to mesh now.
Yeah, they get filled up pretty fast, but I think that this is an important one to put together with these
Yeah.
guys.
We can definitely make it happen. It's a short drive for us, so it's just really getting you guys where you can plan a weekend. And it's kind of like Revy too, where it's like if weather's shit, it's tough because you have to stay low. You got to stay in the trees. Weather's great, you're out up on top, and everything's amazing. Life's great. No trees.
We can figure something out. I've told you several times, but I've got an Airbnb company, and so if you guys came over to us, I'd put you up in one of the houses for free, no cost, and kick it with us for the weekend.
Sweet.
Not gonna go to halfway though.
Halfway is
we
3
gotta stay
hours
there.
from us, so we'd have to stay in halfway.
Yeah,
We'd stay at
we'll get the lodge or the hotel or
we stayed at, so we went there, I don't know, a month ago, I guess now. And there's an Airbnb there that is like an old school bowling alley and converted into an Airbnb, but it's like a huge building and they still have like the original 4 bowling lanes that you can like bowl on in this Airbnb. It's pretty dope.
That's sweet.
do they work or you got to go set the pits up?
No, well, I don't know about that, but I think it's got a machine for it, but
Not much of a walker.
we can continue that conversation.
We just have one guy stage back there.
Yeah.
Jose.
Jose, you sit back there, all right?
Just stack bins.
What he says. Yeah, no, it'd be cool to get you guys out there.
Hey, it's Robin Cook with Truck Boss Decks. Just wanted to show off our 8-foot Truck Boss. It's 100% aluminum, made in America. You never have to take it off in the summertime. A year-round use, dry and secure storage underneath.
Yeah, absolutely. And be sure to use SledSend 4 on the website for 5% off to upgrade your adventure with Truck Boss decks.
Same with you guys. If you guys ever, try to get out our way, I mean, we're 45 minutes from each other, but we're pretty central to, even parts of Utah, Wyoming, Island Park. We have a pretty sweet riding range within, 2 to 3 hour.
Every direction.
Yeah.
Where's your main, or what's your main one?
I don't really have a main one.
What's your closest, I guess?
Probably closest to me would be like the Pine Creek Pass area, Swan Valley, the Big Holes. So that's the best snow that's close to me, and I could probably do it in like 45 minutes. But Island Park's like an hour and 45.
I've heard Island Park's pretty good.
Yeah, it has its good and its bad. It's a lot of people. It reminds me a lot of McCall, like just the amount of people that come through the rentals and stuff like that. But it's
Well advertised.
The thing that I love though is like there's so many people in the parking lot at McCall today, but we seen maybe like well, we seen that one other group that was pretty large, but they all helped us down at the parking lot, and they all went left when we all started going right into the stuff. And other than that, I think 2 other sleds. Yeah. And I'm like, man, the parking lots are loaded, and we don't ever know where people go. I'm like, do they all just load up and go to CSASH and back? You know, Bergdorf on that side? I don't know.
There's a lot of zones, it seems like.
There is. I think there's a lot of options, possibilities. I rode up here, not a whole lot, but quite a bit the last kind of 3 or 4 years, and just seems like every year we come here, there's these zones where we're going to go to some tomorrow, and it's like you can't tear them up. We run out of gas before we've ever even like run out of places to tear up if snow's good. I mean,
are you challenging 22 people tomorrow?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Say, I don't know what the term is. East Coast.
No, we'll have everything broken before we run out of gas tomorrow. But
okay, yeah.
Remember, today.
You jinxed it. You gave us a 20-minute countdown, and in 10 minutes it went.
Oh, I did. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
It was crazy. You were up there on the radio like, all right, this is the time when sleds start getting messed up, and you guys better chill.
I go, everybody take a look at this.
Then he starts his sled, and here he goes.
We were at that lake.
Well, somebody went and did something cool.
And we were at that lake, and I radioed somebody. I was like, "Hey, how are you guys doing? Are you close?" And they I think it was you. Yeah. You radioed back, "Oh man, there's a lot of carnage." And then I hear you like, "Oh yeah, my track's falling off." Like, we might be here a while.
You could hear us because me and you were up on that hill.
Yeah,
that's funny shit.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm sitting over there, and I'm like, I went and did some pretty solid, tricks and flips and whatever, and I kind of got a little tired, so I sat on a rock. Bo had the camera out. I about ran over top of him. And
got the shot, though.
Yes, he did. He never
matters,
flinched.
baby.
He didn't even flinch. I couldn't believe it. I was flinching, and my sled wasn't. And anyways, I took a break, and after about, 20, 30 minutes of there, Chet just hucking his meat off of everything, and Jaden, too, and Steve shot that line out the top, and I'm like, okay, this is all going pretty good. And then all of a sudden, one side, like, Rex flips. Somebody loses their sled. Then another person loses their sled. I look over at Bo. I'm like, hey, this is about the prime time for people to start breaking shit. About that time, Chet down into the trees. Jaden's down at the bottom like, my sled won't run. Luke's like, my sled won't run. And I'm
Chase
see what's happening. Chase he
crashed.
smacked himself. Jaden did the same thing off that little rock. He flipped over too. And I'm like, it's all going to hell. And then I thought I had to join in, I guess.
As he's saying that, he's putting his helmet on, starts his sled. And then
I'm like, see, I told you, everything's bad right about now. I put my helmet on. I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
Here I go again.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, let me see if I can top that. Yeah. And I almost did. That was almost bad. Then we just kept getting stuck and hitting trees. Then Jeff hit one pretty good. And then Jose got pretty stuck on the hill climb. I mean, we was just, yeah.
I mean, that's what happens when you have so many guys. Like, I towed the one guy out that had his throttle issues. And as soon as we were coming back, I see, Cody and
Shay are headed back out.
Taking an AR.
Cody just points at his arm. I see it all folded up. I was like, there's number 2 of the day.
Dude, so with me and Ponsor were towing that feller back. Ponsor pulls down into the first parking lot, not knowing where that guy had parked because he parked in the parking lot with us. Oh. So we pull down there, and Ponsor's hot, obviously 140 or something, 150, whatever. And so I'm like, hey, we're in the other parking lot. He's like, all right, let's cool down. So we cool down. And Ponsor, all right, we're good. We BS for a while about the links and all that. And so he starts it up. I'm following. We get going through this parking lot. We get over to this road that is like, it says like enter only or whatever it is. It's one of the ones into the snow park. This motherfucker is slicker than a snot, dude. It is so slick. He takes off up it 3 feet, spins out, and now we're into the part where like we don't have enough guys to turn all this around. We have to like go up straight,
spinning and sliding.
He's just. These Ranger people are just sitting there looking at us like these fucking idiots. And I'm like, all right, we look great. So I get off. I'm freaking, I'm pushing these guys from behind, and homeboy's just sitting on his sled. I'm like, hey, get off and help me push. Ponsor's just giving her the coals, just spinning on this ice. And it took us like 15 minutes to get up this little hill. Just push, stop. Then I'd catch up. I'd bring my sled up, push, stop. And everybody at the parking lot's just fucking watching us. I'm like, this is fucking great. We get up to the icy road. Ponsor's like, let me try to find some fresh snow to cool this thing off. I'm like, yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
He does like 3 circles. No fresh snow. I'm like, no.
I tried to park at an angle like on where the snow had been plowed up, and I get on it and it's just a block of ice.
It's just ice.
It's not helping.
Yeah, we had an adventure. All kinds of adventures today.
Well,
That's
we're
what
going to
it's made
see
for.
what kind of adventures we're going to get into tomorrow.
We should be, I think we're going to be better tomorrow. The only reason why is I think we're going to go to a little bit more open areas. If the weather's a little bit more clear, I think people will be able to see a touch better definition. Maybe not. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe we'll just fuck everything up harder.
Well, it is the last day, so might as well send it.
Might as well huck it. Mm-hmm. Now I got a whole season to ride on my sled. I'm going to be moderate with her.
I just realized my side panel's cracked in half. Went in
Dude,
there.
I saw
You saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed it.
How'd you do that?
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
Well, I walked in there to help him with his clutch again, and
Again.
and I thought it was like the paint coming off of the side panel, but no, it was just looking straight into my engine compartment.
Yeah, you'll get that on them bigger jobs, so I heard.
You will.
Just,
I didn't have any big jobs today, though. So,
well, that's true. We had a big toe job.
yeah.
Big toe job. No, tomorrow's going to be better.
Yeah, tomorrow will be cool. How are we doing on time, FA? Where are we at? Okay. Is there anything that you guys want to touch on or topics to discuss?
Not that I can think of.
No?
Man.
No?
Well,
I was just about to say, you got it just.
you got any big rides, events, anything coming up the rest of the season, or are you just kind of floating,
Yeah.
gypsying?
Just floating. Like I said, we got that Out West Sled Fest out in Island Park. That's pretty crazy. The last few years of that. If you guys haven't been to that too, that's something that's pretty legit. The Sawtail and Action Motorsports, and like I said, everyone puts on. And I mean, what if you were to take a guess? 200 riders, 300 riders.
I was gonna guess 200.
All leave the resort at the same time. You know, obviously going their own ways or whatever. But I think 2 years ago, I mean, about one point on the mountain, we had over 100 guys sitting in the exact same spot, like sitting on, you know, out on
Talk
a knoll.
about
and
some
everyone was
broken
just kinda,
shit.
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
That's wild.
It's kind of gives you some heydays vibes of like you just see so many people you know, and I just go mostly for the people, you know, and then at night they have like a little party in the Sawtail area, and just DJ or music or whatever, and
It's a good time.
everybody's just hanging out, and it's kind of like a little mini heydays meetup.
Many heydays on the mountain.
Yeah, it was pretty cool seeing everyone on the mountain after going to heydays, kicking off winter, and and getting to see people at events like this. Or
It's fun, like being able to have heydays, so like we can all like touch bases back in the summer, you know, fall time or whatever. Everybody's like, oh, you know, just can't wait for this. You know, it's like a good touch up, and then you get on the snow, like you say, and then you hit these different events, and it's just like conversations sooner or later is not like, man, I haven't seen you in a while. It's just like, what are you up to now, you know, or what's next type of deal. It's kind of neat.
Yep.
thank you.
Well, I think our cameraman's going to fall asleep back there. So we'll go ahead and wrap this episode up. Boys, I appreciate the two of you jumping on. So, Ponsor, you know, but at the end of every single episode, we ask our guests to ask a question to the listeners. And then we'll cut it for TikTok and Reels and stuff. So is there something that you can think of that you want to ask the listeners?
I got one. I don't know if this has ever been asked.
Fire away.
So I've been playing around with different track options. What is your favorite track setup? Lug size, all that pattern, lug pattern, and everything. So
That's a good question. Let us know in the comments below. Bo? It could be about
Oh, Cephas.
anything.
A question that I can ask the viewers.
Listeners and viewers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess a question that would be pretty cool just to have multiple people answer from all sorts of aspects of snowmobiling is, you know, like the tricks and technical riding and stuff's getting pretty big right now. What are they liking to see? What kind of content and stuff what do they prefer? You know, with Instagram Reels, what are they clicking on? What draws their attention. Is it the variations of the tricks, the lines? That'd be a kind of a cool answer to know, just to in the direction of doing content.
Yeah, that's a good question. Give Beau some feedback there. We want to know. So cool. Well, you have anything else?
I'm excited for tomorrow. I can't wait to rip with both of you guys. Bose, I hope you get your sled figured out, dude. That thing was making some weird noises.
Yeah, I got a rev limiter for some reason.
Yeah.
RPM stays good, but rev limiter is just bouncing. So
Yeah.
we played with the clutch for like the 8th time, maybe.
Can't wait to do a little shredding with Ponsor tomorrow, too.
Yeah, dude.
We need to get everybody in on the action.
I think tomorrow's going to be good. Yeah, like I said, so Wong's Bowl, where we're going, it's pretty trail right in. Then, boom. It's just this, literally, it's a huge bowl. Everybody can play in there. I think we're going to try to go in there, and then depending on how much stuff we break, we're going to try to go further. And then it just, like, gets even more and more fun into, like, big roly-poly type of hills and stuff. And I think everybody will be just fine in that.
Yeah.
Just, like, hold her wide and don't hit the big ones.
Or do.
Coffee can, remember?
Oh, don't hit the big trees.
Yeah.
Coffee can. It
Remember
used to
I
be
was
beer
telling you that?
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling Ponsor on the mountain today, I'm like, yeah, dude, ever since I've been running backwoods, the rule of the thumb back in the day with stock bumpers was don't hit a tree bigger than a beer can. Shit, but with my backwoods, it can be bigger than a coffee can.
That's a good rule.
You know, because I'm either going to hit it and go over it, hit it, bounce off of it, or hit it and stop. One of the three. So I'm like, really, not bad options.
Yeah.
Better than breaking my sled.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, good stuff. Again, boys, thank you for jumping on this episode.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. And SledSend listeners, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Peace.